Get 6 people to agree on one thing. Now cut their phones in and out, deliver their messages in the wrong order, and let anyone walk out of the room without warning. The group still has to end up believing exactly one version of events, never two. That is one of the hardest problems in computing. Your bank balance, your messages, and your saved files all depend on solving it perfectly. The most widely used solution is a protocol called Raft. Picture 2 servers that both hold your bank balance. The network between them hiccups for a second. In that second, one takes a withdrawal, the other takes a purchase. Now the two disagree about how much money you have, and both think they are right. This is called split brain, and it is the nightmare. The job of consensus is to make sure it can never happen. So you do not store a balance, you store a list. Every change is written as the next line in a logbook. Apply the lines in order, and you always arrive at the same balance. Now copy that logbook onto several machines. If every copy holds the same lines in the same order, every machine agrees. And losing one machine loses nothing. The whole problem shrinks to a single question: keep the copies identical. The tempting design is to let any machine add a line. It falls apart at once. 2 machines add a different line at the same moment, the order splits, and the copies drift apart. To keep one order, the writing has to funnel through one machine. The group needs a single leader. So the machines hold an election. One becomes the leader, and only the leader accepts new lines from the outside. Everyone else becomes a follower and copies what the leader sends. Time is cut into numbered chapters, and each chapter has at most one leader. Raft calls a chapter a term. The leader proves it is alive by sending a heartbeat a few times a second. If a follower hears nothing for a moment, it assumes the leader is gone. It steps up as a candidate and asks everyone to vote for it. The catch is a majority. To win, a candidate needs more than half of the machines. Each machine votes once per chapter, so only one candidate can ever win. If 2 followers step up together, they can split the vote and nobody wins. Raft fixes this with luck. Every machine waits a slightly different, random moment before stepping up. So almost always one goes first, grabs the votes, and the rest fall in line. Now the group runs, a request comes in. The leader writes the new line in its own book first, then sends it to every follower. They write it down and reply, "Got it." So far the line is only proposed. Nothing is final yet. A line becomes final only when a majority of the machines have written it down. Once more than half hold it, the leader marks it committed. This one rule, wait for a majority, is the whole secret. Here is why it works. Any 2 majorities of the same group must share at least one member. So once a line is on a majority, there is no other majority anywhere that misses it. A future leader needs a majority to get elected, which means it must include someone who already has that line. A committed line can never be voted away, and the truth can never split in 2. Leaders fail all the time. The heartbeat stops, a follower times out, a new chapter begins, and a new leader is elected. To keep the record safe, machines only vote for a candidate whose logbook is at least as complete as their own. So the new leader always already holds every committed line. Nothing final is ever lost, even as leaders come and go. Now the dangerous case. The network splits the group in 2. The side with a majority keeps a leader and keeps working. The side without a majority cannot elect anyone and cannot commit anything, so it simply stops and waits. It would rather do nothing than tell you a lie. When the network heals, the stalled side copies the missing lines and rejoins. No split brain ever. This is not theory. It runs the control room of the cloud. The system that remembers every part of a Kubernetes cluster, called at CD, keeps its memory consistent with Raft. Consul and many databases do the same. Every time a giant system loses a machine and just keeps working, a quiet election like this happened underneath, and you never noticed. There is another school entirely. Instead of electing one writer, throw leaders out. Let everyone edit at once, with no permission. Design the edits with enough math that no matter what order they arrive in, every copy lands on the same answer. That is how two people typing in the same document still end up with one clean version. Those structures are called CRDTs. Raft agrees by choosing one authority. A CRDT agrees by making disagreement impossible to matter. Strip away the machines, and it is an old human question. How does a group hold one shared truth when you cannot trust the messenger, and any member might vanish? People answered it long ago, with leaders, with majorities, with a written record that no single voice can rewrite. Raft is that same answer, made exact enough that computers can run it 1 billion times a second, so that the things you count on can quietly agree and stay agreed.